I was looking on your Twitter, and I found something that you said about looking for ideas within your organization, getting them out of people's heads, and giving people a voice. How does a leader do that? What's the first step in making that happen?
Well, I think first of all, because I think what leaders fail to realize is we're leading human beings, people with heads and hearts. And we use the mind so fast, the rationale so fast from a logical, intellectual perspective, that we don't make a case for why we should feel collectively about going into something, and why it's a benefit, and why we need discretionary effort from a volunteer army of people to give more than they're already giving. Well, people have to want to do that, and it has to be something that's compelling. And again, metrics and those things don't do that. Something that strikes the heart does. And so it's an invitation, really, to come forward and do these types of things. I mean, innovation is the big word today in corporate America, and you have to create an environment to innovate. And innovation is anything that helps your company survive. Absolutely. I mean, if you think a while back, when many years ago, when we had the fuel crisis and all the airlines lost money, well, one company made money, and that was Southwest Airlines, simply because some crazy idea popped up in the finance department. It was called fuel hedging. And they talk about fuel hedging. Well, what it did, it saved them money. And so innovation, people need to know that they're welcome to innovate, that if they do innovate, that their ideas are welcomed and honored, that they're not beaten up for their things that maybe don't come to fruition and fulfillment. So we need to invite these people into this big journey with us going forward, adapting to change and taking on competition.
I agree. I mean, especially now, I feel like we're in this boom of not just young entrepreneurs, but that in general. And I think it's because people are starting businesses left and right. And I think social media is a huge part of that too. It's because now anybody
Absolutely.
can have a website. There's so many resources to do that on your own. I think that's really valuable.
Well, anybody can be a
advice.
competitor, and someone can launch an app on the other side of the world and take your clients away the next day.
Right.
So the world is moving faster and faster, and because of that, more threats are made available to us. But there's also more windows of opportunity.
Yeah.
That if we can, as leaders, gather our people, understand change, and pull ourselves together fast enough to jump through that window of opportunity and to capture that, then we make a significant leap forward. Seizing those big opportunities is critical for companies.